Welcome to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Owen Hayes. You're watching Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented to you by the one and only Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor. Today, we've got a great one lined up for you, and you see me twirling a fish flash. Wonder why that is. What time of year is it? It's March. And by the way, Ryan, if you forgot, buddy, we're 2 years in here at KPDX. Literally today is our 2-year anniversary here at KPDX, and couldn't be prouder. And thank you for everyone that allowed us to come over here and bring Outdoor GPS and still bring you the only live interactive fishing and hunting television show ever. Thank you very much. Today's a special one, though. I got a guest in the studio that I haven't had here yet at our KPDX studio. Shane Magnuson from Upper Columbia Guide Service. That's how we know him most of the time, right? Well, he's also with Yakima Bait. We're going to talk about the buy 3, get 1 free deal that's going on right now over at Fisherman's Marine. And this is the time of year when we start this. And there's a reason for that, because they have everything. And you all know who you are. You go, they're out of everything. Well, that's usually in April, isn't it? Well, that's not going to happen anymore, by the way, number one. Number two, you got to get the stuff early, and we're going to talk about reasons why you need to get your gear early. If it's fish flash, if it's spinning fish, thank you very much, and spinning glows, right? If you're like me and you love spending your time on the bank, especially for springers and the conditions are right, you got to stock up on your spinning glows right now. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. There will be colors and sizes that are going to disappear when you're talking about spinning glows in a matter of minutes, it seems like. And this is the reason why you want to go take advantage of this deal. So once we get that opportunity to get in here and talk with Shane about that buy 3, get 1 free deal, we're going to talk about nothing but springers. And I think with Shane, we'll talk a little bit about early season stuff, right? The conditions that we have now are a little interesting when you're talking about temperature, what the rivers are actually doing. Also, in comparison to last year, really gives you a good barometer on, again, how things are a bit different. And we'll find out what Shane's thoughts are on that, because he does spend most of his time on the Columbia, hence the name of his guide service. And of course, we'll talk a little bit about the Willamette when we get over to our next segment. We'll have river levels for you and turbidity, which neither one of them are really that interesting on the Willamette right now because it's blown as can be and about as muddy as it can be. But we'll talk about when that might come back around and when you can start getting really serious about chasing spring Chinook. But don't forget, there's still some great opportunities for winter steelhead up and down the coast for certain, and in the right areas in the valley as well. So we'll talk a little bit about that this morning as well, like we always do. And if you've been sending in photos, be patient. We're going to be showing you those here in just a little bit. Like I already mentioned, though, we'll have river levels for you. Turbidity, we're going to check in with Katie Suniga and find out exactly what this weather is going to do going forward. Last weekend, Jeff Forgeron nailed it on what the weather was going to do, on what the rivers were going to do, and we'll find out what she thinks is going to happen this upcoming week, which for me, hopefully will be better than this week, but we'll talk about that later on. Also, we'll have the deal of the week for Fisherman's Marine, another one that you need to pay attention to, especially going into spring Chinook, or you can utilize that for winter steelhead, as always. Should we go ahead and take Joel's call real quick, or should we go ahead and go to photos, Ryan? All right, let's talk to Joel. Joel actually tried getting in last week, and unfortunately, we were just too busy, and I apologize, Joel, for that, but you got an update on what has happened with Michael Walker. And for all of you out there, I hope that you remember, Michael Walker was the young man that was hooked up from Clackacraft and so many others. He goes out and cleans up the rivers, the Clackamas in particular, and something bad happened. I mean, really, this just shows you the times that we're in. But Joel, what happened?
So I got an email or a text message from Michael. Somebody broke in his storage unit out in Clackamas area.
Right.
They cleaned him out of all of his fishing gear, everything but that custom rod from Raptor Rods. He had that because he had that in his place. That was the last time he used it. You know, the kid goes out of his way to do all this stuff and keep the river clean for us. Nobody pressuring him to do it and stuff. And then something bad like this comes and happened up. I wanted to help him out. I'm going to do him up a care package, obviously. I'm in the process of getting ready to sell my house, so I've been going through a bunch of stuff anyway. Yeah, I just wanted to get the word out. You know, if somebody has a salmon rod or something they don't use anymore, it's a decent rod, or any tackle or something, I'd like to try to hook the kid up and keep him on the river fishing for us.
Absolutely. And if there's anything we can do to help with that, Joel, make sure you let us know. That is Joel's email right down there, everyone. If there's a way that you might be able to help Michael out, please do so. Great young man, does some selfless stuff. And really, when you're talking about My Home River, what happens to it every summer, which is embarrassing, he's out there every year cleaning that river up. So we really do appreciate all of his efforts. Joel, thanks for the heads up, bud. We appreciate it. All
right. I just wanted to get the word out to everybody out here. I don't know if it was just so late in the show people missed it or what, but I'm going to help him out, and I'm sure other people have stuff sitting around that they can help him out with too.
Well, we'll do the best we can. Joel, have a great Saturday, okay? All right, for all of you that have been sending in photos, we're going to show you how to do that in just a second, but here's some great ones. We actually even have a video that we're going to be showing you as well, so don't forget, you can send those videos in. We love that. But here's some of the photos that you've been sending in. If you've been doing so as well, just be patient. If you're not going to see today, it doesn't take too long before they start showing up. Fishing with Dad and Jim. This is from Kelly. That is a fall Chinook. For a second, I'm like, dude, is that a Springer? No, it's not. Nice photo, though. Down the line, look at the trees, everyone. That kind of give you a little tip. Remember, we kind of dissect these things. Look at this one. Jeez, what the heck's up with that? That's 4 Euromount elk, by the way. Pretty darn nice ones. Future hunter. Grandpa Jim sent this in. Great photo. That's one that goes on the wall. That's just neat. I wonder if that's a 1 year success or what that is. That's really cool. I love the photo. You need a Chevy in there. Just teasing. Just kidding. Just kidding. Here's another great one. Father and son hunt. Matt and Tristan. I hope I said that correctly. Looks like a cow hunt. No better way to have perfect meat in the freezer than that. And by the way, David Johnson and his wife had some success here recently on a cow hunt. I thought was pretty interesting. Very, very cool. Thanks for sending it in. That's what it's all about, everyone. Getting out with the family and friends and having some fun. And again, taking perfect meat home. Here's an interesting one from, am I going to say this right? Probably not. Porto Morales? Ryan, help me out. Morales. Porto Morales. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Mike and Carrie. Yeah, looks like kingfish to me. I might not know how to say it, but I can, see what they are, what they're fishing with, or fishing for. I don't know if those are good eating. Shane, are those good eating? Are they? I've never fished for them. But dandy fish, I know that they're brawlers. Here's another great photo. Nice steelhead. Ray's first steelhead. Look at that. Tom, thanks for sending it in. Nice fish, really. And, when we come back into this next segment, we're going to talk about the conditions, right? How things have changed this week. If you've been watching the river levels, they literally went nuts this week. Just peaks and valleys and mud and blown out and then perfect a couple of different times. We'll talk about that this upcoming segment. So make sure you stick with us. We'll be back in just a... Oh, the video. Thank you. Good thing we got Ryan out there. I'll forget all these things. Let's see the video.
It up. He's still trying to get that link on.
Oh, look at that. Oh, a piggyback.
That's worth the price of admission.
Look at that. So they've got a lingcod on the hook, everyone. And then the big one was like, well, little buddy, I want to eat you too. That's a piggyback. And sometimes that's how you can finish your day off. Doesn't happen all the time, but it's certainly interesting. That just goes to show you, it's a fish eat fish world in the saltwater. Doesn't matter what species you might be. Pretty cool. You don't get to see that all that often. Now, here's how you can actually do it. You go to that Fox 12 app. It's simple. Find Outdoor GPS. When you do that, scroll down. It'll show you exactly where and how to upload your photos and video. Don't be shy. Send them in. We love showing you off, and everybody seems to have a ton of fun with that. So we're going to come back from this break. We're going to have river levels for you. Yes, we're going to show you turbidity, which doesn't mean anything right now on the Willamette. Go over some of those conditions that you can look forward to today, tomorrow, and going into this upcoming week. And also, I'll have my report from this week, which is, well, I got no photos. That should tell you something. We'll be right back.